Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Ronan. I make a lot of vlogs and product and tech reviews. And in today's video, I want to talk about ShredLights. So for anyone who doesn't know what ShredLights are lights that you mount to a skateboard or an electric skateboard that allow you to see and be seen at night. Hey guys, I'm just in the edit here and I just realized as I was editing that this video is a little bit longer than I'd anticipated. So if there's any section that you're particularly interested in, I have all the sections in the description below so you can just jump to the time codes there. Okay, back to the video. If you've been following on my channel recently, you'll know that I got an electric skateboard a couple of months ago. I bought the Meepo V3 and I love that thing. I use it as much as I can. But when I got mine, it arrived at the end of August and then I was using it as much as I could for the end of the summer. But recently what I've been finding is I'm very limited in when I can ride my electric skateboard just because it gets so dark so quickly in Ireland at the moment. So I started to research lights and I kept coming back to ShredLights. ShredLights seem to be the only game in town when it comes to skateboard lights. And I have a box that is full of ShredLights right here. So before I open this up, quick disclaimer, I emailed ShredLights a couple of weeks ago and asked them if they'd be interested in collaborating with me in any way on this channel. And they sent me everything that's in this box. So I didn't pay any money for ShredLights, so thank you so much to ShredLights for sending me this. What they sent me was the SL-300 combo pack. So that gives you the SL-300 front lights, the SL-R1 rear lights. They sent me a whole lot of mounts and they sent me some other stuff as well. So I'm really excited to open this up and to show you guys what I have in this box. I'm also going to leave links in the description below to all of the products that I have in this box in case any of you are interested in buying any of this for your own skateboard or electric skateboard or whatever it is you might be using. And just another quick thing, the links that I will have in the description below will be affiliate links. So if you do choose to buy anything from those links, don't feel obliged to, but if you choose to use those links to buy any of those products, I will get a small commission on anything that you buy using any of my links in the description below. Okay, time for the most exciting part and to open this up. Okay, so I have lots of things in here. I've got some mounting straps. There's a list of everything that's in here. I've got tons of ShredLights stickers. Very exciting. I've got more sort of mounts for helmets and things. Got every conceivable type of skateboard mount you can think of. Oh wow. Okay, so there's so much here and I wasn't expecting all of this. This is an action mount. This is an SL-1000 light. That is incredible. These are sticky mounts for lights. These are the SL-R1, so these are my rear lights. And this is the SL-300, so these are my front lights. This is so exciting. I've got so much here. I can't wait to show you guys. So I'm going to start with the SL-300s and see what they're like first. So we'll put all of this to the side. So inside this SL-300, we have a 2-pack. So we get 2 lights, charging cable, and stickers. So just to give you some quick specs, this has a USB-C charger, so it'll charge off anything else that uses a USB-C, which is really handy. It's IPX7 waterproof, which means that you can completely submerge it in water for up to, I think, 30 minutes before it'll fail, which is amazing. And it's 300 lumens, so it's going to be really, really bright. So let's open this up. Oh, these are so cool. Okay, so these are my lights. So straight away, we have the 2 of these here. They're just in the cardboard. If we take the cardboard out, this is my charging cable, and excellent. So this has 2 USB-C connectors into USB-A. So what that means is I can actually charge both of these at the same time off the one cable, which is really cool. Got some manuals for the lights, got Got some extra stickers in here. I wonder if these have any power in them. So this one does, and this one doesn't. That's actually really bright. Oh, no, it does. It's doing something. So these are really bright, and they're showing all of the dirt on my camera lens. Okay, that's cool. So you can see here it says SL-300 on the side here, and it says SL-300 on the side here. So this button here, if I just hold that down, it turns on. If I hold it down again, it turns off, which is really cool. And then there's like a little orange glow, which is kind of telling me I think that I need to charge these. On top here, this is the cover for the charger port. So you can just see that's the USB-C connector in there. And this is like a heavy duty rubber, and it just goes over here. So I feel like that is really sturdy and not going to open when I'm riding my skateboard, which is excellent, because particularly around where I'm riding at the moment, the roads are kind of wet and damp. So I feel like these will get quite splashed and wet. Also, these lights are a heavy duty plastic, but they're coated in rubber, and the rubber is bonded to the plastic, so they're like, they feel really durable and kind of shock absorbent. So if these, like if I was to drop these, if they took a knock, like they're solid. So I feel like these aren't going to break. And then this is the connector here, which slides onto my many skateboard mounts. And then when I figure out which mount I need to use, I will be able to just slot that onto my skateboard, and this will just lock in place and be really sturdy. So that is awesome. So that is everything that comes with this SL-300 2-pack. So now if we just open up the SL-R1s. So from what I know about these lights are basically the same as the SL-300s that I just showed you, but they're for the rear. So they say they're visible from 2,000 feet away. They are red lights as well. But again, in terms of the specs, they've got the same quick release mounting, same USB-C charging, and the same IPX7 waterproof rating. We open this box, and again, these look kind of identical to the other lights. They say SL-R1. Straight away from the front, biggest obvious difference is you've got this red ring around the lens, and that's just to show you that these are rear lights. But in terms of the size, I think they're pretty identical to the 300. So this is the 300 and this is the R1. Yeah, these are pretty much the same. It looks like the lens on the hood of this 300 is slightly wider than it is on the R1, but otherwise these things look exactly the same. Same charging port, same really heavy duty rubber feel, same buttons on the side. And again, there's a bit of power in these. You can see they glow red. They're amazing. And one thing that's great about these, and it's the same on these 300s as well, I'll show you if I turn them on. You can kind of see that they light up from the side. So you can see it much more clearly here, but this cap here actually illuminates at the side, and the idea behind that is that you're actually increasing your visibility from the side for other road users. If I take the other one out, again, this is identical to this one, so same story. These are so cool, and again, same stickers and the same charger, which is really, really convenient. So it's great that I have a few of those now, and I can actually think of several uses for those beyond just charging these lights, which is amazing. So I'm thrilled about these. These are excellent. And now, this light was somewhat unexpected. The guys at ShredLights did tell me they were sending me this, and they've recommended that I mount it to my helmet. It's a much brighter light than the 300, but this can be mounted, as far as I know, to any of the mounts that I have, so I could mount this to my skateboard if I wanted. It's 1,000 lumens, again, IPX7 waterproof, same quick release mounting, and same USB-C charger. But this is the daddy of skateboard lights. So this is way, way bigger. It actually has a warning: use with extreme caution. Maximum brightness settings may result in temporary blinding for yourself or others. So that's kind of serious. And then this is the charge port here. So this is again really heavy duty. It seems to flap down much more flush than it does on the 300s or on the R1s, and it seems to like suck in a bit better than it does on these. So I feel like it's really gonna keep the light out. So let's see. So this thing is amazing. We'll turn it off just so we don't blind ourselves or anybody else. If I take this out, again, we have another USB-C to USB-A charging cable. I have some more stickers. We've got a light diffuser. So this slightly broadens the beam and just makes it wider. I don't know if I'll need that. I'll sort of play around with that as I go. I might find that I use this for certain settings, but not for all the time. And this is the instructions here. But those are all of the lights that ShredLights sent me. So I've just come down onto the floor so I can mount my lights onto my electric skateboard. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to mount these flat mounts onto this front truck here. So I've got 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these just come packed together. There's just a little bit of masking tape. So these effectively just mount in onto these bolts like this. I'm going to try and mount these without having to remove the trucks completely, but I might have to take the trucks off, so we'll see. So first thing I do is I just unscrew this bolt right here. These are pretty tight, but they also come away quite easily. If I just take all 4 of these off, I can mount these on really easily. Okay, so I feel like this one's just spinning around. Okay. So the 2 screws are off. Now, make sure I have the light the correct way. So I don't think I do. Let's just see if this locks in place the way it should. I feel like there's not enough clearance. Okay, so I have the mount on the skateboard correctly, but I feel like there isn't enough clearance between the deck of the board and the mount. So I'll just show you what I'm talking about here. So in here, I feel like there isn't enough clearance between the deck and the mount, so that when I put this on, you can see here, like this is pressing right up against the deck. So I actually think this may not be the correct mount for this board. So I'm going to try a different one. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try these flat mounts and hopefully they do the job. What's good is these screws are actually super easy to remove when you've got the correct Allen key to brace this end. And now we're going to try, actually. So that's it. That's the mount to use for this. That's in perfectly. Now if I want to take that off, excellent. And then our lights should just clip in like so. Did I clip that one right? And then my lights are on. So I've got my front lights mounted to the board and I'm really happy with them. When you go onto the ShredLights website, there's a questionnaire that you can fill in and it basically says what the best mounts for your board are. And I put in that I had the Meepo V3 and it recommended the standard mounts and the angled mounts. Now I tried to use the standard mounts on the front and they didn't fit. So I'm going to try and use the angled mounts on the rear and see if they fit. Now the only thing I can think is maybe I was meant to use the standard mounts on the rear and the angled mounts on the front, but I don't think so. And the clearance issue that I had, the standard mounts on the front, I think I would have at the back. So I'm hoping that these angled mounts work for the rear. Okay, so just like the front truck, we've got these 4 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. They just come out, and these mounts will just bolt on. I just need to be a little bit more careful because these cables here are part of the motor unit. So for this one, I'm actually thinking I'm going to take this whole truck off to get better access to these bolts. Now, let's just check this one and make sure this bolts on. Yep, perfect. Now to take this off, we just pull this down and push forward from behind the light. Because these stick up over the tail, these rear lights will actually be easier to get on and off than the front. But the front ones do come on and off really easy with these flat mounts that I'm using at the moment. One other thing just about taking these screws. Anyone who's trying to do this, I would never try and turn and unscrew these with the Allen key side. Always use the T-tool side, because I feel like if you try and turn these with the Allen key, you're gonna strip these heads and you'll never get them out. So you just wanna use this as a brace so that the screw doesn't turn with the bolt when you loosen it with the T-tool. Okay, so I think these are all pretty tight now. Time to put my hub motor back on. Okay, so this is my skateboard with the lights at the back, and this is my skateboard, whoa, they're very bright, with the lights at the front. So these are going to be awesome. I'd be much happier now riding this thing at night, particularly with these lights. The red glow will just mean that drivers or anybody else using the road will see me from behind, will know that this is the back of me. And these lights are really bright, so again, they'll make me visible to other road users, but also they'll light up the road for me so I can see any kind of cracks and that kind of thing on the road. I also have this SL-1000. Now, ShredLights recommended that I mount this onto my helmet. I'm not sure that I want to mount it onto my helmet. I might try and find a way of mounting it onto like the strap or something like that. I'll figure that out and figure out exactly how best I want to mount this bad boy. But with this kind of on my head, the idea is that this will completely light up the road and kind of exactly where I'm looking in a way that these ones wouldn't necessarily. So I will definitely have to figure out the best way to incorporate this into my system. These lights have a number of different settings. They've a low mode, they've a high mode, and then they've got flashing modes where there's a slow pulse and a much faster pulse. I didn't go into any of that really in this video because I want to do a more in-depth review of the Night Ops Combo pack, which is what I have here. So I will be making more videos on these lights. I'm going to make a video where I go out at night and ride the board at night. So I did have a little bit of trouble with the front ones finding the right mount. But once I had the right mount, it went on really easily. The rear ones also mounted on super easily, didn't have any problems with those. Once you know exactly what the correct mount to use with your skateboard is, you won't have any trouble putting these on your board. So I'm gonna leave this video here. Before I go, I just wanna say thank you again to ShredLights for sending me all of this stuff. You guys are awesome. I really can't wait to just get out there and play with all of these new lights and all of my new electric skateboard toys. I'm really, really excited. As I said at the beginning of this video, all the links for all of this stuff is available in the description below. And as I said also, those are affiliate links. So if you do buy through those, I will get a commission. Thanks again for watching this video. I hope you've liked it. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and I will catch you guys in my next video.